I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. I don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me.
Alright guys, so tonight before the show, pro debut, New York Pro. Wanted to just chat with you guys briefly about like what's going on with me, how it's coming along. I mean, everything's been going according to plan. And I mean that both for prepping for the show, and I do believe for what God's have planned for my life. You know, some of y'all who've been following along know that back in 2020, I went through a lot of life catastrophes and came through, finally got back in shape. I started this journey off again at 334 pounds, really out of shape. In a couple of years of hard work and some definite heavenly assistance, I ended up getting the overall win at Nationals in December, and now we're in May. You're ready to do our pro debut. Roland and I have a phenomenal plan. We've executed it. I got to go do some posing with Steve Weinberger, gave me some advice, and the only thing he really had for me was come in hard. So we're gonna come in with some condition and do our very best. But I want to take a second to encourage you guys, man. Like, I'm currently living a dream. And yeah, some people who are bodybuilders obviously understand like the aspiration to go get a pro card, to, you know, be a Mr. Olympia one day or whatever your aspirations are. But in life in general, when you reach a point where all the struggles you've been going through start to make sense to you, it is such an empowering and freeing experience. And it makes me super grateful for where God has brought me through each and every step of this, where he's built and cultivated the fortitude to be able to get through preps with relative ease, you know, the grit to be able to push past the hard moments, you know, developing me in time management so that I could do this and still love my babies back at home, which shout out to all my kids back at the house. I love you guys, I miss you so much, just as long as I'll be spending away from y'all, if I can help it moving forward. But to be able to do all those things and navigate them perfectly, and so we can get to this point, I want to encourage everybody, lean into God. If you don't know him, get to know him. If you don't know where to start, and I'm going to say this all the time, I might as well get used to it, reach out to me, ask a question, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll help you to the best of my ability. But yeah, prep's going really good. Final little touches going in, pulling some water, gonna come in really tight, really dry. I think we're gonna have pretty good odds here. We got size, we got shape, our posing's on point. I don't think we're gonna be faded in that regard. I think we're gonna shock a lot of people. I'm gonna take a second to make this little funny disclaimer, which is apparently the whole planet thinks that I'm really short, like 5'9", and we're gonna clear this up. This will already be cleared up by the time y'all see this. I'm 6 foot tall. By the way, every person I've met here has been super shocked at my stature, and I'm like, that's really interesting, but I guess it's just social media, my camera, my phone, whatever, photo taking skills, they suck. But the bodybuilding part, which I love, I tend to do pretty good at. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to tie the knot here on the end and see how it pans out, you know. I have met a few of the guys I'm gonna be competing against, all good dudes. I'm not gonna mention anybody in specific. I don't know how they feel about being mentioned elsewhere, but the bottom line is it's gonna be a good show with great athletes, and I think we're about to make a splash on this debut.
There's some shit coming in. Not thickness in the middle. Not thickness in the middle.
Yeah, it's coming through.
How do you know what happened once they called you up?
Oh, it's gonna be fun. The meat is starting to pop right now. Yeah, it's just coming together.
Are you a front aspect? You got really good light in here. Side chest. Side tricep.
Yeah, that's dope. I like how you get to the side chest.
There you go. Let's see the most hustler. Oh yeah.
That's thick in there. See the
Abs are there too.
Yeah.
You see it bust?
Oh, they're still separated as hell too.
Oh yeah. Subs, actions.
I changed all this quality back.
There you go.
So, kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit more about like the grit that was developed in this process, some of the lessons that I learned throughout some of the difficulties getting here. And one of the biggest things is I went through a season of losing a lot of close relationships. Me and my siblings are no longer close, still love them. Closest friend in the world and his whole family no longer close, still love them. But as God was developing me and building me, He removed certain people from my life, I believe. And it led to me getting to this place where I wasn't going to be hindered in different ways. But I want to encourage anybody who's going through this feeling of loneliness that in order to get to your season of success, you're going to have to go through a wilderness phase where you do in fact feel alone. And that area between I no longer belong here, but I'm not yet qualified for where I'm going is a space, a training ground that's built to make you who you're going to be. And I don't want you to shy from that. All throughout Scripture, it talks about wilderness seasons before people step into their calling. It's designed to be that because for whatever reason you need to be isolated. And let's be fully transparent, you probably need to be isolated with God so that He can do the growth and the healing and whatever kind of cultivation within you so that you can go into that next season prepared. Take it, use it, be encouraged by the fact that there is a light at the end of that tunnel, right? The valley of the shadow of death only lasts so long you don't have to fear, especially because God is with you. So make sure you lean into Him when you're in that phase. But I want to encourage you that there is a light on the other side of that. And in hindsight, you'll get to see what God was preparing you for. And in the light of the relationship thing for me, where I was losing friends and family members and the relationships fell apart, it put an emphasis on taking the time to nurture, build, cultivate, create good relationships, and the one relationship that's the most impactful to me, you guys are going to hear me talk about my kids all the time, but was with my kids. It allowed me to understand how much effort has to go into relationships being maintained and how you can't get complacent and so self-centered that you forget to maintenance those relationships. And given that they're my kids, it requires that much more of me because they're my dependents. They can only reciprocate so much back to me. Even getting ready for these shows, I made it very clear to them months in advance what the plan was, and I make sure my children have their time and energy with me whenever they need it, whatever exchanges they need, whatever conversations, however much affection. And they know even now I'm out of town that call me anytime. Video call me if I want to call. I don't care what I want to talk about, and I already call my kids every day, so they're already going to get that regardless, and they were able to be happy and encouraged and proud of me coming to do this thing because they have no lack in their life. And I want to encourage people right now, take some extra time to spend in those relationships because they're going to matter. And the ones that are no good will drag you down, and you will have to go through this process of removal from those people from your life, and it'll be painful. So take some time on your own end. evaluate your circle, you know, and move accordingly so that you can get to that place without having to go through, you know, such a long wilderness season. All right, but there is a light at the end of that tunnel, and that was one of the biggest things that I got to realize was that wilderness season only lasts so long. All right, really quick, while we're sitting here, I want to give a shout out to Roland Gonzalez over at the Muscle Factory. He is my coach. I say over at the Muscle Factory. He's here in town for the show. It's me and a couple other athletes that he has that he's coaching through this show. And man, Roland believed in me from day one. He was encouraging. He committed time, energy, resources to helping me get here. He's been so helpful. Anybody who knows him knows that Roland's a good man, good person at heart, always just wants to help anybody that he can. In fact, he tends to overextend quite a bit doing so, but gotta love him for it. But yeah, he's coaching me into this show like every other show that he's done with me so far. And you know, it's really good to have a coach that will travel you to your shows. Roland comes to all of the shows that he can for his clients. I mean, obviously he has a few, so sometimes he has to kind of figure that out, but he will come to the shows, travel up here. He'll do it on his own dime if he, you know, when he has clients, because he loves bodybuilding. He wants to come to the shows, he wants to experience them too, but he obviously wants to see his clients do well. But again, give him a shout out. Thank you so much, Roland. Man, you've been such a help in my life, more so than you ever could imagine. On another note, I am rocking my Gasp jogger suit. So guys, this thing is super comfortable, fits really well, love it to death. I actually have it customized with my business name on the back here. Go grab yours. Go grab some other Gasp gear. They got a ton of good fitness apparel. Most of y'all know exactly who Gasp is, but use code IMDFIT. Whenever you check out, you get a discount. You'll be supporting me as well, so I appreciate that greatly. I also want to say thank you to Michael. He's the owner of Gasp, man, for giving this opportunity. Very similar to Roland in a lot of ways in their demeanor, personality, and their love for bodybuilding. So much appreciation to you too, brother. Until next time, guys.
All right.
Cool. All right, guys. We just got done lifting that Powerhouse Gym. Dev's Gym out here. Getting ready to pose with Steve here shortly. Kind of a full body workout, a little pump everywhere. Feeling pretty good. Woke up this morning, best that we've ever had. Still tightening up, still filling out. So, pro debut 2 days away. I think we're gonna make some noise. It's gonna be a pretty decent splash I think we're gonna make.
Stop recording, sir.
Left side. Side chest. Back on the bicep. Put your hands down a little lower. Take the elbows forward a little bit. Big one. Back lat spread. Side tricep. It's more that way. Abdominals and thighs. Favorite most muscles. Got beautiful shape, excellent shape.
Man, you tightened up. Loose. Main thing is your lower back too.
Mm-hmm.
And of course your glutes and hands, but your lower back. Your sides, obliques. This is your best side, obviously. Front double. Front back. Boom. Side chest. Straight tricep. Back double bicep. Man, hamstrings are deep. Rear lat spread. Quad and hands. Man, that feathering. Most muscular. Nice. That's it right there.